This is a very exciting year for London, Ontario youth soccer players because we have now officially been given Ontario Player Development League status right here in London, Ontario for FC London. Ian Campbell, CEO of FC London, and Chris Laux, who is the Youth Technical Director. Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations.
Thank you. Very exciting.
Ian, tell us about this process because it's a pretty involved process to get into this league, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the challenges in London soccer has always been it's a very fragmented community. There's a lot of great clubs in this city, but there's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. This is finally an opportunity to get all the best kids from all the clubs on one team to truly represent the city.
Tell me how these kids are going to get involved. I believe you guys are actually starting trials next week. So maybe just sort of take us through the process. If there are players out there that are interested, how do they get involved? What do they need to do? And what are they going to get out of it? Chris?
We have two streams. So we have our grassroots program, which is 8 to 12, which will be starting in January. We'll have details on the website for that. The big kick is the OPDL League, which is our U13 age group, boys and girls. We start next week. And they need to register on our website. Players need to be registered prior to going in so we can give them the best experience with players in the field and being identified. So basically they need to get on the website, register, and then we'll contact them to give them more details.
So you mentioned how many great club teams we do have here in the Forest City. How different are things going to be with this new incarnation?
Well, it's a great question. I mean, if you think back to some of the conversations we've had about the PDL program, elite level athletes training pretty much every day, playing at the highest level of competition. Imagine exactly that same program, but for 13-year-olds.
Right.
And they're going to be doing elite level training with national level coaches. It's a very long season, 30-odd games, and a year-round program with nutrition and strength and fitness coaching. All of that will be happening at a younger age, and hopefully those players will continue on to potentially play for the PDL team someday.
And so the OPDL itself now still kind of finding itself. Where will these teams actually play? Obviously, London is one.
There's 18 cities across Ontario that were designated as OPDL centres. We are the only one in southwestern Ontario, so really between Hamilton and Windsor, FC London is it. And several in Ottawa, a lot in Toronto, Hamilton area. So we imagine over the next couple of weeks we'll get direction as to what the season looks like, but we're thinking it'll be really from here to Toronto and back again.
So does that mean you will also be drawing players from all of those communities as well? I mean, that's a pretty broad area to be drawing players from.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to if you want to play at the best level and you want to be spotted for the provincial and national team program, you need to go to an OPDL team, and we're the one in this area.
So the players that are coming into this league then, what are they in for in terms of training? You mentioned how intense it will be, but what are the benefits? What are they going to really receive as part of this training? Chris, maybe you can speak a little bit to this.
The biggest thing that they're going to receive is professionally delivered coaching, a very specific periodized training plan. The Ontario Soccer Association has launched long-term player development, which we're very passionate about developing players. So there's a ratio of training to games that they'll need to comply with based on their ages, amount of time that they need to be on a field, qualifications from a coaching point of view with both paid and unpaid coaches. So when you look at the program they're getting at FC London through the OPDL program, it's a 12-month commitment now. It's the grassroots, multi-sport friendly, but they will receive training on the field, nutrition, strength and conditioning at the games. It's a cultured environment for soccer.
The other thing is that the rule of thumb is that it takes 10,000 hours to develop an elite level athlete. And that's 10,000 hours with the ball at your feet playing the game. And this is a very skills-based program where we're going to get them well on their way to those 10,000 hours, and hopefully at the end of that time they can take on potentially a professional career.
So at this point, we need parents to get to the website and start that process through the website?
Correct.
FCLondon.ca, of course, is that website. Well, once again, Ian, Chris, congratulations on this. This is a huge coup for London and for southwestern Ontario.
Yeah, I think it's very exciting for everyone, from a player perspective, but also for a lot of the clubs and coaches in the area, because we're going to be able to take a lot of what we're learning and doing this program from the Ontario Soccer Association and transferring that down through the clubs.
You got it. As FC London takes that next step, so could your next soccer player make that next step to the OPDL. FCLondon.ca. OPDL.ca once again is the website to get that process started if you're a parent of a budding young soccer star.